the Cyclones head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Cyclones headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Second down coming up. Sells to fake. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Casper. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Ready. Flag 14.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Casper. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. You got to do it again today.
Man, you got to love the offense coming out with a plan. They're going to feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth, and they already got him back on their heels.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Left side, it's Lyons. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now on second and goal. Pulls it on the option. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, BYU!
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D. And a nice job there down close. But the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on third down to get the touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today. And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. He's stopped. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Not a lot of room to field this one. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Sets his feet. It's Bachmeier. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Snagged in the middle. It's Casper. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Cougars come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush is on. He's got the back in the middle.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
From the gun, it's Martin. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. The injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Using his legs, it's Martin. Shakes off the defender. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Sets his feet. It's Bachmeier. Got it in the middle. It's Phillips. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Line getting set on second down. Keeps it. It's Bachmeier. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cougar! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. Makes a grab and room to run. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Right side, it's Greenlaw. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Hold and fire complete. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Here comes the heat. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Making his first move. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Iowa State! Special teams proving to be special.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Play action on first down. Out wide right, it's Buckmeyer. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Turning it on. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Drops back. It's Buckmeyer. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
In the backfield, it's Casper. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Cougars. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel...
Snags it, and there's running room. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
Well, after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. BYU has this offense clicking. Looking for a gap. It's Martin. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback keep. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
To throw, it's Bachmeier. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on second and short. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Timeout taken by BYU at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cougar! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Fires to the middle. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Back's got it on the screen. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. unloads to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. 2nd and long here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. This one's complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Timeout call by Iowa State. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wants to throw on 1st. Oh, pressure's coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Tight end now in motion. Moving the pocket, it's Rayner. He slings it deep to the left. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Hauls it in at the 25. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Off play action on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the 2nd half. We're behind. We've got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step 1.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Max got it on the screen. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down. Let's see if they punt it away. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. On the return, they drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Trying to establish the run. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Good, strong tackle.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays.
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's inside the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
You know it's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped edges short. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with the touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Look out! Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game. So we're starting to get late. He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And the Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Sells to run, looking to pass. Out wide left, it's Martin. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Phillips. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Soft spot in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Grab behind the line. It's Casper. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Straight ahead, it's Martin. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Maybe tried to baby that one in there.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
3rd and long right here. Back to pass. It's Rayner. Complete to the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Snap in the shotgun. Grab near the marker. It's Jackson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Hand it to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on fourth. Intercepted to stop the threat.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Offense comes out to go on the attack. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Quick give. It's Martin. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Give him 109 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They want that clock to run. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Whip it out to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Trying to get started. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Got his man. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Cyclones go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Right down the middle. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. Second and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on target this time. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? They'll try to get it through the air. Reels it in. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. God, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
And they're in for a touchdown late in this game. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You've got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but